What is up, everybody? It has been a long time, and season 2 is officially here. I have been getting all of the threats, I have been getting all of the questions. What's going on with the podcast? What's happening with season 2? And you're finally here because all y'all was coming for me, and I had things I needed to do for y'all, and y'all was just not patient enough. But here we are. So we on YouTube now. Let me say that. So some of y'all who are hearing the podcast, we on YouTube. So if you want to, see this guy who's talking behind the microphone, you're gonna see the microphone too. But we on YouTube now. So y'all already know, if you have been listening to season 1, we're gonna do a little quick recap. Season 1, I just threw myself in, out there helping people connect, and it has been amazing, an amazing ride so far. So many people have been really just like out here growing, and I have been receiving so many compliments. I've been receiving so many just life-changing moments from other people who've been reaching out to me and just telling me like, hey, I listened to your podcast and it helped me with this, and I shared it with this friend who was going through that, and all types of things. And then as some time passed, I believe we got to episode 92, I believe, and that was the pause. I didn't know that we would even do seasons, guys, but life happens. So first, the title of this episode, because it's so much, so I got to catch all y'all up. So season 1 has been amazing. Season 2, episode 1, the name of this is called Let's Focus on Self. But before we go into any of that, everybody has been asking me, okay, where I've been, what's been going on, because y'all been coming at me like, okay, yeah, you just gonna start season 2 like, oh, you wasn't gone for a long time. So guys, after the episode, I had to take a break because there was so much life stuff going on that I was really just trying to figure out, and I was just in a very rough place, like financially. I was just in a rough place, just mentally, just all around, and I really needed to just pause everything. And it was just like, hey, you gotta pause it. And it was very hard for me. And I just felt like if I was to keep going, the quality would have just really went down. So there was a lot of learning and relearning, deleting, changing of mindsets, perspectives, conversations with multiple people. People just been pushing me to do this, do that. I really had to figure out stuff for myself. It's just been so much. We're not going to go through all of that now, but all of those lessons and everything that I that I received from just, I want to say, I feel like it's been over a year since the first season. I had to look back on that, but it's been a while. So in that time frame, there have been lots of lessons that I look forward to just sharing with all of you. So for y'all who are looking at this on YouTube, I got my little notes here, keep myself in track. So that's what's been going on with me. But now we're back. You have to thank a lot of people, because there's been a lot of people who's just been like, hey, we need to see, season 2, we need what's going on. And after a very powerful talk a few days ago, it was just like, hey, today, you need to do it now. And I was like, all right, yeah. We just finna figure it out as we go. So, and I'll give y'all warnings, head up, what's going on. So, like I said, I'm going to break, all of the lessons down in the next episode, because it was just so much that I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be great content, to help everybody, because I know I'm not the only one who's been going through this. So if you have not followed me, or you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, that's okay. I'll have the links on the description below. But if you do follow and you've seen the announcement for the season 2, just letting you know it's coming soon. Here we are today. It literally just sets the tone for what to expect. So, like I said, season 1 was great, and it was more than great. It was amazing. I can't downplay. It was amazing, and we really just kind of broke the ice with a lot of things. So now for season 2, we're really going to just go very deep into just connection, like talking about the stuff that most people don't want to talk about, talking about things that's just uncomfortable, talking about a lot of personal stuff that all of us like freaking go through. And sometimes we talk to some people and sometimes we don't. So as you know, this means there's going to be a lot of exposing of myself. We're going to have a lot of different guest speakers. All that's going to come as the season, keeps going. They're going to be exposing themselves too. I'm going to let them know ahead of time, like, hey, we expose ourselves on here. We authentic. So, so be ready for that. Now, I've explained myself, where I've been, what's been going on. And as we go through this journey, you're going to figure out what else happened. So the announcement, biggest thing, as you already know, the name has changed. Some of y'all probably like, oh, thank God, because I was trying to tell other people how to say this triple. It came after all of the changes and just kind of talking with different people and things like that. I was like, you know what? We're going to make it really simple. We're going to remove the zeros and we're just going to keep it Connect 7. Boom. KONNEKT 7. That's it. As you can see, the name is already changed on wherever you're listening to this at. And also, we have a new logo. I love it. That was with the help of an amazing person who's also kind of helped with the shirts as well. So the shirt's going to come at another later date. So that's one new thing. I already told you guys. I'm on YouTube now, so you can check that out. And there will be newer services coming soon. But let me let you know what's available now. So in this time that I've been saying, like I've been trying to get things ready for you guys, is for this season, I've been like desiring to give you all more. Instead of just, you listen to the podcast every Tuesday and Thursday, boom, that's it. I was like, I would love to just be able to help more. And so in the months where everything was silent, I took the time to get certified in life coaching. I've been doing it for the longest time, and be honest with you, I was just kind of running away from it because I was just like, yeah, I don't really see myself doing that. And everyone's like, you should do it. I'm like, no. But like I said, a lot of mindsets, a lot of perspectives, a lot of things changed, and it was just like, hey, you're already good at it. Just get certified in it. So did that, and now I'm a certified life coach now. But I always tell people, hey, I'm not a general life coach. I'm more specific. So I was just like, yeah, I'm more of a connection coach. And some people are like, a connection coach? I'm like, yeah, that's what I am. That's what I'm going to be, because there's other life stuff that someone else is really good at. I'm really good at connecting. I'm going to help you connect. Point blank, period. All that other stuff, nah, I can't do that for you. But what I can do, so there is the first, I will leave a link for you all to be able to partake in that service. So the first one is just the connection coaching service, and that is just me coaching you on how to connect deeply with yourself and those around you. Like I said, that's my specialty. That's what I'm really good at. Go into details like, hey, some of us, we really don't know ourselves. These past few months, I have just really come to understand there's a lot of people who are really not connected with themselves, and that's not a bad thing. And that's not a judgment. That's just something I've really just observed and understood. Like, hey, some of us just have not had time to really just connect with ourselves, and some of us don't even have the skills to do that, and that's okay. This is why I'm creating this service, to help people. So that service is available. Also, another one is really just spirituality, because a lot of people have always come to me about like spiritual advice, things that they're doing. Some people are like, well, what do you mean spiritual? Well, then I've learned to be very specific with people. So, like I said, I'm looking at my notes here, making sure, but so pretty much I just coach you on your path of spirituality. So you may be connected with your gifts, your ancestors, the spirits, energy, and so much more. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of questions, and I'm here to answer them. I'm here to help you and coach you on that. Been there, done that. Everybody's on their journey. We're all developing and things like that. What I've learned is you don't have to be a master. You just have to be, a few steps ahead of some people who are probably just starting off, where you may have started 5 years ago and they're probably just starting off. So now you have 4 years of experience to help them. And that's one of the things I've just been learning, like, okay, hey, your gifts ain't for you. They to help other people. So that is available. Now, I'm really excited about that because I've been really working on helping you all out more. So there is a consultation. So that's free or whatnot. You go on the link, you'll see a free consultation. We talk about 20 minutes. The whole thing is to see if we right for each other. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. I'm here to answer them, but also at the same time, we got to make sure we compatible. You know what I mean? You may not like my style. I may not like you. It's okay. We got to it saves us time. You know what I mean? And some people might be like, well, what's your style? Y'all hear the podcast. I am straight to the point, but I focus specifically on you and your energy, how you get things, how you think. I like to ask all these types of questions to get a better feel of you, so I know, how to come and help you. Sometimes your energy reveals things to me, different things like that, and we go from there. Sometimes I may think, oh, I need to help this person on this. Your energy may say, nah, bro, that ain't for me. I need to learn how to work on my emotions over here. I'm like, oh, okay, we finna switch it over there. So it's very personalized, it's very specific and tailored to you and your energy. So however your energy is, that's how it's gonna be. I'm just letting you know that now. So there will be more services coming soon. I can't tell it to you all right now, but they are coming very soon. But that's what's available to you all now. I'm super excited. I have been technically the life coaching for years now. Just wasn't certified because I was just like, I'm not gonna do this. But now I see that it's very selfish of me to have not done it earlier, and now that is a service that I definitely would feel would benefit you all who listen to the podcast, because I feel as though, yes, there are some things that I say on here and it helps, but it's also better when someone can really coach you on maybe specific areas as far as connecting goals in your life that someone really can't help you with. I just come to understand that sometimes, we have great people around us, but we just don't have that person who is, non-judgmental, or who really just don't really get us, or they don't really try to understand. They just try to tell. And I've noticed that's just been a pattern lately. And I just wanted to create this service definitely to help you all out there. So like I said, if you feel led to do a free consultation on there, we can talk for 20 minutes or so, get a feel for each other, ask some questions, because again, I know y'all gonna have a lot of questions, and I like questions. That's good. So I pretty much gave y'all the announcement. I gave y'all where I've been, what's been going on. I don't want y'all to come for me no more. I am here, I am present, and I am ready. I'm ready now, because y'all was out here. Y'all really was. Now, so it's season 2. I'm letting y'all know I ain't doing fun facts no more. It's a wrap. Nah, I'm joking. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not trying to kill myself, because y'all told me don't ever get rid of the fun facts. I've had some people specifically say, yeah, if you did that, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm like, oh my god, like that sounds like that hurts. That could be fatal. I like my life, I like it today too, So let's get into this fun fact. All right. If you're drinking, I just encourage you to maybe stop swallow right quick, take a moment. Because this gonna be a little interesting. Okay, I warned you. All right, birds don't urinate. I was just like, when I first heard that, I was like, what do you mean they don't urinate? Because I was like, man, I know when I got a pee, boy, it backs things up. Like, head start bothering me. I start getting irritated. I can't stand still. So how you don't urinate? So that's what got me. But here we go. Contrary to what most mammals do, birds convert nitrogen to uric acid. I was like, ooh, big words, nitrogen. And then, but here we go. They get rid of this uric acid through the same place as they get rid of all their other waste, their anus. Now, I don't know about y'all, but TMI, we all been there, so I know y'all been there. But immediately I was thinking of those moments where you go to the store and you feel like you constipated and you have you have to go get the I can't think of it right now, magnesium, something like that. And y'all know if you backed up, it's just like water, and it's just like you're just peeing out of your butt. And I know TMI, I warned y'all, I don't care. I told you can't get mad at me. So there you go. You've been there, you've done that. So now officially you technically a bird. So when you have your magnesium, you a bird for them few days. So you gonna be peeing out of that for a little bit. So that is the fun fact. I also have new segments coming up, so get ready because we finna do some different things. Now with all of that being said, let us actually get into this episode because I'm really excited about just really helping you all. So, and myself, you gotta help yourself first before you can help other people. That's a nugget for y'all. All right, so this season I really feel led to start out helping you all focus on you right now, not nobody else but you. Yes, this is a podcast for human connection, how to connect with those around you, but most importantly, you got to learn how to connect with yourself first. It has to start with you. Every person that you have a relationship with or connect with is literally is pretty much the relationship that you have with yourself. So the deeper you connect with yourself, it's the deeper that you can connect with others. How you talk to yourself is how you talk to others. How you treat yourself is how you treat others. Tell me I'm lying, because I'm waiting. Tell me I'm lying, because some of y'all gonna say, well, no, actually this other person. Nah, you don't. You think you do. But if you take a little moment to get a little aware, bring a little awareness here, you treat Miss Beth a certain way, and that's how you treat yourself, behind closed doors. You think you don't, but you do. And we ain't gonna lie. So this season, I'm starting it off with just you right now. So this is a conversation with me and you. So if you in a car listening to this, imagine me in the do I want to be in the passenger seat? Lately I feel like I'm backseat material. I feel like I just want to enjoy the scenic route. I don't want to look for the directions for you. I just want to just be Jerome. Just I'm in the back seat with you. I ain't saying you a Uber driver or a Lyft, but I just want to be in the back seat. Nah, then I'm alone. All right, if you got a big car, I can be in the back seat. If you got a small car, I guess I can sit in the front seat with you. Nothing against you, but like, I'm with you. I'm next to you. And if you home, listen to this, like, this boy crazy. I'm in a den with you. I'm in the kitchen with you. I'm where you at. Just don't bring me to the bathroom with you, because that's like, you don't really know me like that. You might feel a little uncomfortable. So, just don't want to do that. So, but yeah, might cause issues in relationships. So, here we are. But I'm with you today, right now. And we finna talk about you, love. We finna talk about you. All right. Or bro, switch it up. All right. Now let's just go into the obvious. It is 2020 right now. Each month comes with something different. Okay. Us in the States, we going through all types of different stuff. I think we had sandstorm or something like that, which don't happen. This whole year started off weird. Like, we was participating in winter. We don't do that, especially in Florida. we was just kind of going through it. So now it's just kind of like, okay, somebody playing Jumanji with all of us, because each month somebody just rolling the dice and boom, now we got something different. So it's just like, okay, what this month gonna be now? I don't know. All types of crazy stuff's happening, so we don't know no more. So the Rona, or COVID-19, coronavirus, I call it the Rona. So from this point on, it's the Rona. But let's talk about the Rona. Let's talk about the craziness, and let's just talk about how all of this translates and just focuses on you. You got a choice here. You can focus on the Rona and the craziness, or you can focus on yourself. Now, here's what I mean. In the beginning, everybody was panicking. Y'all was taking the toilet paper. I will never forget that. I don't know why y'all needed all that toilet paper. I don't know what all that toilet paper was for. Some of y'all still was kind of doing it and still kind of doing it to this day. I don't understand. I'm not judging you, but I feel a type of way. Y'all was taking the alcohols. Y'all was taking all of the alcohols. The one for external use and internal use. You're taking all the water like it's hurricane season. And then some of y'all just 6 feet. Where's your mask? Now it's to the point where it's illegal to sneeze. Like, bro, you sneeze right now, it's so bad. Like, I feel like at this point sometimes I'm just like, man, I know I gotta sneeze, but man, if I sneeze right now, all these people gonna look at me and they probably might want to kill me, and I don't got time for that on this beautiful Wednesday. And it's to the point now where this couple, they sneezed, and she sneezed, and the husband was like, honey, you can't do that anymore. This is illegal. You have to do that in the house or in the car, in the privacy of your own home. You can't do that out there. So I'm sure y'all have stories, but I just had to let y'all know some of the stories where I'm at, because y'all out here, like, y'all getting scared. I walked up to somebody just a little bit, and they just backed up like, oh no. I'm like, oh, my baby, I'm sure my immune system is better than yours. But anyway, so you can focus on you, right? Now, the Rona has affected so many people in so many different ways. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There's a lot of people who have lost their jobs. There's a lot of people who it has messed up a lot of businesses and things like that. I'm not here to be negative, but I'm just letting y'all know what y'all already know. I say all of that to say this. When great change is happening, it seems like everything is just going crazy, right? This is why I say you have a choice. You can focus on the craziness, or you can focus on you. There's a lot of stuff, it may be chaotic, but at the end of the day, it's change. A lot of people talking about, oh, this is the new normal. I don't agree with that, but there's a lot of change. So I say this is the opportunity for you to be opportunistic and, focus on what is it that you can do now that you weren't able to do before, right? I know so many people who have benefited so much from the Rona, that they have been able to change jobs that they didn't want to be in anymore. A lot of people have been able to start businesses. A lot of people have been creating. There has been inventions to help with the Corona. There has just been so much new just inventions, creativities, all types of different stuff that's just been happening. There has been lots of people who said, honestly, I was always working, and because of this, I've been able to work at home, and now I have time for myself. We're going to get on that later. But this is the time that I'm asking you, this is the time to focus on yourself. Yes, there's a lot of crazy stuff, and yes, we have lost some people. I get it. I do. But at the end of the day, you got to focus on you. So this me being a little hard with y'all. You got to focus on you. And be opportunistic. What is it that I can do now? Okay, maybe, things aren't happening with this job. Maybe I'm working 2 jobs. The first one is acting weird. Okay, maybe I can start that business that I've always been thinking about. Or, maybe I could, do this on the side. Oh, hey, you know what? I have time to work on this now. Be opportunistic. What is it that you can do now that you couldn't do before? Another thing is use this time, because there's everybody's in a different space. Yes, I know some of y'all like, bruh, I'm in a whole different opportunity, a whole different space right now. You telling me to do this. I ain't even there yet. And this is why I'm trying to help you get there, buddy. Use this time to give yourself what you need. Everybody has different needs. So an example is give yourself some time. Give yourself maybe some space. Educate yourself. Relaxation. Level up. There's plenty of things. I can go through a whole list of this. Some people really needed some time for themselves. Use that time. If you need to silence, if you needed the time to go out in nature, if you needed time to just be whatever you need, use it. Space. Sometimes we are just everywhere doing this for somebody, doing that. Maybe you need space for yourself. Maybe you need to get away from everything for a little bit and work on you. Talk to yourself. Education. That has been a huge thing lately. If anything, the Rona has been like giving people opportunities to educate themselves on courses. And so, like I'm saying, if you have an idea or something like that, get educated, take some courses. And now these courses are cheaper now. Before they was thousands of dollars. Now you got deals. Now you got 80% off here, 70% off here. Some of y'all like, oh, where they at? You got to find them. I don't know what you're into, but they out there. Relaxation. Some of y'all got time to relax now. Y'all just been so used to doing. Relax. And when I say level up as well, that's the thing too. Level up. What is it, something that you want to level up on? I don't know. Some of y'all are different. It could be your artistic skills. It could be a better parent. It could be a better, spouse. It could be a better gardener. All of us are different. We all have different needs. Basically, my point is just use this time to give yourself what you need. That's pretty much what it is. This is all focusing on you, and it's gonna come all in. This is all gonna tie in later. My second point is let's dedicate this time to heal some challenges we've been dealing with from our past. Now, I'm gonna get a little heavy with y'all because there's a lot of us out here. We going through so much, and we don't have people to talk to about it. Some of us, we bottle that stuff in. Some of us, we talk too much about it. But what I mean is, some of us may need to go to therapy. Now, therapy isn't a negative. Like, I understand. I could say, and I don't speak for all African Americans. And I don't speak for a majority of people, but what I've come to experience just around the people I've been in, especially just kind of like in the African American or American households in general that I've experienced, is that a lot of us have this perspective that therapy means we're crazy, or therapy means we're weak, or we can't handle what's going on, or something's just off or just wrong with us, so we're not going to do it. Or the fear is we tell these people what's really going on and they try to give us medicine or say we crazy. So that's something that I say, you might want to talk with someone you trust, who maybe currently is going through therapy, and ask them some of these questions like, hey, did you have this experience? Did you have that? Were you thinking this? If so, what happened? What did they say? You don't have to ask them like, they whole therapy session, but you can, ask them questions on what they did to get comfortable to go there. Another thing about dedicating, this time to heal some challenges is investing in your health. This is now an opportunity to, get a bicycle, go ride your bike, go out for walks. I mean, some of y'all stressing anyways, walk it off. Exercise it off. Some of y'all like, well, the gym's closed. Well, your backyard ain't, your front yard ain't, your kitchen ain't. If y'all want to work out in your kitchen, you invest in your health. Yoga, stretch, something. You can do something to invest in your health. You know what? Instead of getting them fries, go get some cherries. Well, cherry season, I think about over. Get some fruits. Get something. Eat differently. To change up some things. Just invest in your health, because speaking of health, a lot of people, I just couldn't get over the fact that a lot of people was wiping out all of these immunity seed stuff off the shelf in the beginning. And I was like, but the fruits and vegetables just as full, and nobody don't think maybe I should eat some of these fruits and vegetables that most of this immunity stuff comes from. Like, that's just a thing. So if you're one of them, I'm just gonna say, hey, maybe eat an apple. Hey, eat some mushrooms, or bell peppers. They have very high vitamin C. Well, I think higher than the orange, to be honest with you. There's that. Talking to a coach. That's another thing that you could do. Talk to a coach, somebody who, may be stuck in a particular area of your life. Find someone who is already doing that thing that you need help with, or is already successful in that, and ask them to coach you. Look it up, research it. There's some place or some area of your life that maybe you've really been struggling with for years, and you just haven't talked to nobody about it. Get a coach. I promise you, it's gonna make your life easier. Another thing could be repairing relationships. Now, I'm gonna be very specific on this. Some relationships, if you mess them up and it is repairable, meaning like, there's a chance like y'all can work things out, y'all can talk, it could be on a better level than it is. You know what I mean? If there's someone you care about, or you did something wrong, or they did something wrong, you feel forgiving. Repair some relationships. Now, if it's gonna cost you any type of mental health, emotional health, if the relationship was toxic, if the relationship was just very bad influence, then obviously don't do it. But if there's somebody you probably haven't been talking to, and the relationship just kind of went downhill from there, like y'all just don't talk no more, y'all not as close, take the time, hit them up, see how they doing, check up on them, repair some relationships. So there's really so much more, and I mean, you can just I'd say pick one of these and go from there. And don't overwhelm yourself. And I'm not just telling y'all this just to say this, but these are things that I've been doing as well. Like just the whole therapy thing, like being able to sit down. Me personally, I meditate, and that's kind of like my therapy for myself. And I just really just listen to my inner self, and it just tells me, hey, you messing up here, you slacking here. This is why you're slacking here. This is why you think this. And it's just really good, because some of us, we help a lot of people, but at the time that we help these people, we don't put that time for ourselves. And sometimes therapy is good, because I've been just learning, like, it's just really good to talk to someone and they're listening and not trying to overtalk you or not trying to tell you about their life. They just really listen and give you solid advice to help you be better. So I'm team therapy. By all means, go to it. You don't gotta tell nobody. Go ahead. It's for you. So that's like the points with this, guys. Like, I'm starting off light for y'all, because we're gonna go deeper. But really just take this time to really just focus on you. Like, y'all already working. Some of y'all already doing, a whole bunch of stuff. Some of y'all been operating on 110%. Sometimes y'all might need to just drop to 25 just for a day. You know what I mean? Just for a day. But seriously though, what I have just come to discover with everything that's just been happening with all of this, the coronavirus, there are some places that they fine, but this is really just an opportunity for you to do something different. Be opportunistic. Now, all of us are in different places with this. Some of us, we have heavier stuff going on with the corona. Some of us who've been listening, they pretty much have knocked some of it out. But if anything, this is really just a really good time for you to have some space. I would say, if you're still having a hard time with this, I always like to ask myself a question. Ask yourself, I know all this stuff is happening, but how can this serve me? And just sit down and just ask yourself, how can this serve me? Write it down, and I'm sure you're going to find a way. Some people have had to move back with some families. Some people like their family, some people don't. But some people have had to do that. Some people have had to, get out of jobs that wasn't, I guess, essential. Some people have had to change jobs. There have been so many people who have taken this time to really work on themselves, and it's like, you know what, now I have time for myself. And since then, I have been more productive. I have been healthier. I've been able to start this. I've been able to go here. I've been able to be better with my kids, now that I have time. I'm able to work from home, so now I can just get up, do this, and I can go back to my kids and things like that, versus all of that. I'm saving time, I'm saving gas, I'm saving money, and not only that, But it's just so much, guys, and this is why I said earlier, you have a choice. You can either focus on the craziness, oh, woe is me, or you can really like eat this and transform this. Like, what can I do about it? Of course, be safe. Of course, wash your hands. Though there's so much with this, and I'm not no expert, so all I'm just saying, keep your hygiene, all that fun stuff. Whatever. Be safe. Y'all get it. Be safe. But at the same time, focus on you. Now, we gonna go deeper. Not just this episode. We gonna go in the next episode. But let us now go to our new segment. This new segment was brought to me by the idea of my girlfriend, actually. I don't know if she knows this. She probably doesn't. Well, she'll know later. But we have a lot of gut check moments. And, just giving y'all a backstory of where this segment has come from is that me and her, we get to points where we have to sit down with each other and gut check each other. And that does not mean attack. That does not mean, hey, you suck. Sometimes if you do need to hear that, because if you are, then you are. But where that came from is that we both see greatness in each other and where each other is going. And when there are moments where we are not in our, we'll say, beingness, or in that, in our game, because of something maybe stupid, or something maybe we had a crazy mindset, or something happened, or whatever it is, we sit down and we gut check each other. And it's coming from a place of love. And it's coming from a place of, hey, I see where you're going with this. What you're doing right now, that's not helping you, and that's not serving you, and this is really subtracting from what you're here to do. So I'm gonna tell it to you like this: X, Y, and Z. So again, it comes from a place of love. And so now for the gut check, all of y'all that's listening to this. So in this gut check, I have a very important question. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna have to talk to y'all like I talk to everybody else when it comes to something important. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know who you with. I don't know if you're talking to your friend. I don't know if you listen to this and you studying. I don't know what you're doing right now, but I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need all your attention. So I'm gonna need you to pause, right? Or if you're driving, I ain't gonna do that. If you're driving, then just listen a little harder. You know what I mean? You turn the volume up a little bit. Put the windows up. Now if you wanna pull over, it's fine. But you got options here. But basically, I need all your attention. So I really want you guys to think about this. I'm gonna ask these next questions to you slowly. Now, I'm gonna have pauses. That don't mean nothing happened to the podcast. I don't mean it was it paused or it froze, but little pauses. So here's the gut check moment. Let me ask you. Friend to friend, human to human, right? We all humans, right? Let me stop. Okay. Here's a question. What aren't you doing that you should be doing? I'm gonna ask you again. What aren't you doing that you should be doing? I don't want to hear some of y'all saying, well, I should, coulda, woulda, I should. I ain't, no. Answer the question. Second thing. Some of y'all, I gotta get a little deeper with you. Like, your core, or spirit is telling you to. Like, it's telling you need to do this. It's you're getting dreams, you're getting everybody, they mama, cousin, sister, the neighbor, the squirrels on the commercial, all of them are telling you getting signs everywhere. You need to do this. What is it that you're not doing that you should be doing? Right? That's my question to you. Really sit down for a second and ask yourself, what is it? And I guarantee y'all already know what it is. And some of y'all hearing me, and y'all trying to ignore, y'all trying to think of this, that, and the other. But here's my other question with that. Why aren't you doing it? guarantee y'all, most of them are excuses. I guarantee you, 90% of them are excuses. Literally. I could say 100%, but I don't know y'all. I ain't talking to each one of y'all, right here, right now. Because I was reading your energies, I'd be like, nah, you making excuses. But really, guys, sit back and ask yourself what that is. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it now. And though I'm not talking with y'all, y'all not in front of me, but what I can do is just, share with y'all, well, what was it that I wasn't doing? Because, I can't try to get y'all to expose yourself. I'm not exposing my own self, because some of y'all were like, well, I know what I ain't doing that, and I know why I ain't doing it. But what about you? You over here like asking the question, what about you? What you ain't doing? Well, sir, ma'am, for me, it was really just jumping in with everything. And that was very hard for me because, like I said, these last few months, it was just rough. And the fear and I would say hesitation was what held me back, because I was just like, okay, I could jump into this. It's easy to jump back into it, but am I ready for that? Or no, so or I've done this, but is it gonna lead me down, what I've been what got me to this point? And that was, so it was just like that fear of kind of being burnt again, right? And just talking with some friends through the months and stuff, they would tell me like, bro, you have experience now, so you've already been doing it. Now with the experience, use that and just jump into it. And I was like, no, it's not ready yet. I gotta make sure this is right. And one of my things was an excuse. I didn't know. I genuinely was just like, it's not the time because X, Y, and Z. And it took another friend to to tell me like, you really need to look at your subconscious. Like there's something that's blocking you that and we talked and they helped me get through it. And I came to find that it was something that happened to me years ago, that I was learning, more about business. And basically I've always just had this sense of what I need to do for me or how I'm to run things. But learning from other people, it was just like, okay, well, they've already done it. And so there's a system for it. And so, why, like, I think they would say, why, reinvent the wheel? It's already been made. And so that was like, okay, well, over time, I guess I just started to shut that part of me that knows like what works for me down. And I didn't know it for years, that every time I tried to do something the right way, or a system or something that was laid out or whatever, someone tried to help me, it just didn't work. And it took that friend to tell me, like, it seems like every time you try to do something that's not your way, it's like you're getting like, you just being binded, like you just being held back, or it's just visually it's just like ropes and chains just like holding you back. And it would just be like, every time I do, I'm like, why every time I'm doing something it seems like it just don't go all the way? And I thought it was me. I thought I needed to work on my mindset. And I went back to the time after they told me something subconscious was going on, and I looked and I found that it was the moment that I said, you know what, they ain't ready for me yet. So I'ma just listen. And I told myself too, I'ma listen because this is already, they've already done it. So maybe I'm just being cocky or something, and I need to hush all that, that creative, that guidance down, from myself. And because of that, I just was blocking myself. And so I would go by, hey, this needs to go this way, it needs to go in this order, and that was just holding me back. I didn't know about that until recently, a friend told me. And so jumping in was something that I knew I needed to do. And I've come to discover, like, when I wasn't doing anything, especially mainly for Connect, I was just like, I wasn't too excited about like life for the day. I was just like, okay, I'm here, I gotta work. Yeah, I'm talking to these people and whatever. And it was just like I wasn't getting that life. So to recap all of that, what I wasn't doing, I can say past tense. What I wasn't doing is that I knew I needed to jump in, and everybody was telling me to, but I was too afraid to get burnt, And I just came to discover that I had something I needed to bring, a part of myself back. That, hey, you do know what you're talking about. Your way is the way for you. Their way maybe work for them, but you don't operate that way. Every time you try to do it that way, it does not work for you. You need to, you know, bro, just do it. And it was kind of like, yeah, you say that, but I don't know. They seem to have it already down pat, so maybe I'm not gonna listen to you. And I didn't, but now I did. Understanding, like, hey, new perspective, like, you have experience, jump in. And so that was really a gut check moment. It was a combination of moments, but that was a gut check for me to really just, hey, this is what happened, this is why you didn't, this ain't gonna work for you, so you need to jump in. Now, that was my moment. Now, what's your moment? Like, as you can tell, those were some of the things that I went through, with the being afraid to jump in. So fear, thinking that things should be a certain way, perfectionist, and, just kind of shutting certain parts of myself off. Sometimes that's what we do. We don't, listen to ourselves, our intuition, or as we say, something told me, we don't listen to it. So not listening. And so now, really, are you experiencing anything like that? Be it fear, be it not listening, and being a perfectionist. Do you experience some of that? And if you maybe not on the perfectionist, or maybe not on the listening, but there could be a fear going on that you probably don't know, and you need to really sit down and ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of that? What happened for you to be afraid of that? Who do you know that is trying to do something similar to what you're doing, and ask them, hey, do you have a fear of this? Talk about it, face it, however you need to face that fear. Really sit down and look at it. Now, if you're the perfectionist, I will tell you, it took someone to talk to me about that perfectionist thing, because I'm like, baby, if it ain't perfect, then it's subpar. It's low quality. They were telling me, like, you gotta do your best. I'm like, ooh, do your best. I'm like, oh, that sounds like an excuse. That sounds like you're not trying hard enough. It sounds like low quality. But perspective had to be changed. And sometimes you'll find being a perfectionist actually really is what slows you down. And if it was perfect, then what else do you need to do? Why do you need to grow? That's a whole nother topic. And then sometimes we're not listening to ourselves, guys. You'll be very surprised. Like, a lot of us, you are really smart. I'm talking to you. You really smart. You know what you know. Something is guiding you. Something is telling you, go here. The world may be saying go right, but like, nah, I need to bust this left over here. And then I'm going to just sit in this spot for a minute. I don't know why, but something's telling me. And it's just like, maybe you're not listening. So I don't know what your thing is that you need to be doing, but you know it, and you know why you're not doing it. So what you gonna do about it? Now, you can listen to this and be like, oh, that hit a point. That's cute. You one ear and out the other. But later on down the line, you can't be saying, well, if I would have did this, like, no, if you would have did what you were supposed to do, what you should have did, you wouldn't be where you're at. But, to each his own. Again, you got a choice. So that's a gut check moment. We're going to have a lot of those this season. So just be ready. Really be ready. Because I'm going to have y'all laughing. I'm going to have y'all questioning. And then I'm going to have y'all feeling some type of way. And that is what you need. Sometimes we need that type of way feeling to shake some things up. Because some of us just a little stagnant, And we don't want to be stagnant sometimes. Sometimes you want to mix things up. Just like a fresh tea or a fresh bottle of juice or something like that. You just got to shake it up and just, get everything right. In my case, coconut water. But anyways, so now that's that segment. And there's something new that I'm going to introduce to the podcast starting now. And I would like to open up an advice column. So a lot of us, sometimes we might need advice on something. Y'all might be like, well, I love the coaching. That's great. I do need that. But now I just need a little advice because, my one friend, best friend, who I didn't just know about until recently, she got an issue with me and I'm trying to change and not fight her. So what should I do? Or it could be bro, I'm trying to talk to my girl about this, what she doing, and it seemed like when I talk to her about it, she don't do it. And it's just like, you keep saying you want to do extra, this, that, and the other, but you ain't doing what you need to do. So what can I do about that? Is it me? Is it her? Sometimes we didn't, little advice. Or it could be you, like that, I feel like I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do, but I'm just not feeling it there. I don't like it. It rubs me the wrong way. Let's talk about that. So give me some friendly advice. Now, how to go about this. All of us, if you're on YouTube, you're watching it, you're listening in the car, it's cool. But message me on IG or Facebook. I'll leave the links to them in the description below. And just message me for advice on how to connect better, with yourself or those around you. And what I'll do, I'll pick like 2 to answer, and then I'll answer the question in the next episode or so. So this is something new. I will let you know I'm still playing with it, so I'll probably pick 2, might pick a few more. Sometimes my intuition might be like, hey, you need to add this many, because there are some people who are all going through this. So starting this off, this is something new, but just message me on IG, Facebook, just start off with advice and then boom, go in there. So that way when I see it pop up on my notifications, I know, oh, okay, let me go on that, So again, type advice and say what it is, and then we'll go from there. So again, message me on IG, Facebook, and I will help you with how to connect with yourself and those around you. Well, I'll answer the question in the next episode. And guys, that is it for the first episode of season 2. There is much more to come. I am super excited to definitely help you guys, but I'm letting y'all know now. Season 1, I was light. I had a little moment with y'all here and there, but season 2, I'm coming for you. All of you. Every part of you. I'm coming for you. What I mean by that, because some of y'all be like, what you mean? What do you mean you coming for me and all of me? That sounds a little weird. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, so we don't get confused. I'm coming for your mental health. I'm coming for your emotional health. Some of y'all, your spiritual health. A little bit of your physical. I'm going to help you some, with a few advice for y'all. But I'm coming for all of that. Your energy, all of it. I'm coming for you. So some of y'all may not have no friends or some people in your life that you just talk to about some of the stuff y'all going on. And it's okay, because I'm here for you. I'm here. I'm ready. And I just want y'all to be great. I just want y'all to just live y'all best life, and sometimes living your best life requires you to, hear some of the not so best things you want to know about yourself. That's how we grow, balance. So that's what we're doing. I'm super excited for this. So you guys, is that the correct way? There is, whatever. There are more things to come. And this is going to be a little bit of a journey, guys. Like I said, I'm jumping in, and there's so much more that I do have planned. There's tons more, and I'm just understanding, go with the flow. So these are some of the new things now. The new services are available. Again, guys, about the connection coach, hit me up on that. Get your consultation so we can get you guys started and things like that. I would love to really just help you guys out and all of that. So that was one of the surprises that I've been working on to help you guys. There's more to come. There's definitely going to be more opportunities for engagement. I do plan on doing, more lives now. There was in season 1, I was doing more of just the Connect meetups. But as you know, stuff going on with the Rona, we're going to change all that soon. We're going to see how that's going to go. I don't really like being online like that. I want to meet people in person. But, for those international, we're going to make it work. So there are more to come. So I just ask you guys just to bear with me. There is a lot more. I do plan on just kind of having a team help with a few things. So that is definitely coming. Intuition telling me. Okay, so I am. Let me say this. For right now, what I'm looking for, I am looking for someone who is like a video editor. So we can negotiate prices and things like that and stuff. Just starting off, y'all. So come for me, just yeah. But if you feel led, like, hey, I definitely want to help you with the video editing, by all means, I'll have the email as well. You can email me on there and just let me know, like, hey, what are you looking for? What are you thinking about? Definitely looking for a video editor. At some point, definitely will need like an assistant with everything. Definitely gonna need a social media marketer. So those are things I'm working to have at the moment, just to get a team of really great people together. I will say, if you are interested, I need to let you know this now. There's a type of energy that I like to work with. Like, you gotta like people, you gotta have a good vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I know some of the stuff is behind the scenes stuff, but you gotta have a good vibe. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that I'm like working on and looking for. If you feel like, hey, I know somebody, or hey, I would love to help you out, by all means, shoot me an email, because I would love to just have more time to give you all, and at the same time give you great quality, and have a team to help with those areas that I'm not strong in. So that is definitely things looking forward to. And like I said, there's more to come. There's definitely much more to come, guys. So that is it for this season. I am releasing this. Y'all gonna hear this when I release it, but I'm releasing this on a day that's not a normal day. So I think it's gonna be Friday. Some of y'all Saturday. But I am working on getting the podcast back to the regular schedule. So most likely it'll be the Tuesdays and Thursdays like it has been, so you guys know what to expect. I don't know if I said it already, but I will at some point start doing live, so I can communicate with you all. You may have some questions, you may want me to elaborate more, or we probably just want to just kick it and chill and laugh. Y'all could probably tell me like, hey Thad, you said something and I felt like you came for me, and I'm gonna say, well, that's good, that means it hit. So let's talk about it. So that's that, guys. I'm really excited. We're back. Connect 7 is back. Season 2 is here. I will let y'all know, if like, hey, we're gonna do that season next time. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. And I also just ask, I apologize. Let me say that. I do apologize, guys, but I am back. I'm learning, I'm growing, I am back. And I thank you all for being patient. I thank you all for sharing the channel with other people. I thank you all just for like listening and tuning in. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the love. I'm definitely looking to build the Connect 7 tribe. So, go Nugget there too, because we out here. We finna do some things, guys. So with that being said, that is it for this episode. I love all of you, and I look forward to what's to come. So be ready, sit back, take deep breaths, because I'm coming for you. All of you. So with that being said, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, or evening, or night, in betweens, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. Later.